Good morning, it's John Gibson with Parathon. I'm here with Tony Herbert, the Vice President of Managed Care with Bon Secours Health System. We've been sharing some dialogue this morning, and I thought that we would take a moment to share some of his insights. And really with that, and in that vein, Tony, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.
I would love to see if you could share, if you wouldn't mind sharing, some of the insights, maybe ancillary benefits you found from being a long-term partner with Parathon.
Sure. You know, we go back a long way. We actually, at the Bon Secours Health System, was one of the original beta site development partners with what was then JDA and now Parathon. So we have a long history, and we've been pretty integral in terms of developing the functionality and the tools that are being used now and deployed across the system. It's actually ingrained in our system. We use it extensively, probably in more ways than we actually think about it, because it is such an integral part of the system now. And it's driving not just our revenue cycle functions, but my own managed care team. So the start of the process is how much are we going to get paid, and what should we get paid, and what is what's that contract look like, through to the actual payments themselves, and then the contract dispute resolution, the contract interpretation, and all the things that come from it.
Sure.
The primary underlying tool for that is Parathon.
To that point, though, Tony, do you mind sharing some of the, more of the ancillary benefits, but what you find that has empowered you as far as your contract negotiations ongoing?
Yeah, it's an interesting point, and again, when you use it every day and it becomes the bedrock of your system, you don't really fully appreciate all the things it does.
Sure.
Within our team is relatively small and tight on the analytics side, but a key part of the team is actually the Parathon team, the team, the work that's done behind the scenes that is actually a part of our team, just an extension of it. I think probably the biggest thing when we noticed the value of the program is when you see what happens when you don't have access. So we acquired a facility a couple of years ago, and we've been really challenged on the managed care contract negotiation side because we don't have the data. We didn't load it into Parathon for strategic reasons, but that small hospital, we are now completely blind. And we are going back to the days that we used to do, which is trying to make an assessment of how we're going to get paid, what the mix looks like, who the payers are, what the relative values are. You don't have that.
Right.
And you realize then that without the information that we have within Parathon, I don't know how we'd function. I really don't. The true value is when you see what happens when you don't have access to it. And right now, it is the bedrock of our program.
Well, thank you for sharing that. It's extraordinarily compelling, and we appreciate you taking the time to share that with us. Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.